Hey guys, Dave here. I have Operation Whirlwind, the Soviet invasion of Hungary in 1956. It says it's copyright 2002 from Brian Train. I believe this was published by Microgame Design Group in Canada. I think this is the original version that had counters that you had to mount on cardboard and cut out. But let's take a look inside. I believe OSS Games, One Small Step Games, is still selling this. I think they have a folio game version of this for $22.95, which has die-cut counters and so forth. I got this on eBay for like $10 or something, so I couldn't resist picking it up. Looks like the top is just a cover sheet. Alright. Rule book is only 4 pages. Looks like it's got some optional rules too. Musical accompaniment. The Hungarian player must play a recording of Beethoven's Egmont Overture over and over again very loudly whenever the Soviet player does not control the free Kusis Radio Budapest objective. Interesting. Alright, so it starts with a little description of the battle, and then goes into the components, starting the game, and the concepts. Alright, here's the sequence of play. That's what everyone wants to see. Each game turn represents 8 hours of daylight or nighttime. Alright, so it starts with the Hungarian reinforcement phase, and then the Soviet player turn, which consists of the movement phase, and then the Soviet combat phase, and then the Hungarian player turn, which is Hungarian movement and combat, and then the turn end phase. So it's one side moves and combats, and then the other side moves and combats, and the beginning's the reinforcements. At the end, I guess they just have a turn end phase to clean up. Alright, here's some special rules. It has airdrops. And then it's got Hungarian special units and rules. Pel Melitor. This colonel in the Hungarian army proved to be a leader of great energy and inspiration. The unit representing him has a combat strength of 1 and can give a 1-column rightward shift when attacking or counterattacking. Also looks like they have Hungarian anti-tank units. And then American anti-tank units. Interesting. That was unexpected. Okay, and now let's get a Western intervention. Okay, so I guess that's what that's about. Very interesting. And here's victory. At the end of the turn end phase of the game turn in which the Soviet player controls all 10 objective points, ignoring face-up civilians, only Soviet units are present in the areas, or there are only Soviet units on the map, play stops, and victory is judged. The Soviet player starts with a total of 50 points, deducting points for the following, and then it's got a whole list of stuff. So, alright, victory is then judged based on the Soviet points. If it's 40 or more, it's a triumph. 25 to 39, a hard battle, but we made them see reason. Or 24, greater than or equal to 24, the operation was a success, but the patient died. Hungarian moral victory. Interesting. So let's take a look at some of the components. Here's the counters. It's just a color sheet of paper. You have to mount this on cardboard and cut out the separate counters. Not really much artwork on them, but it's okay for, basically this is a desktop published game, so it's okay for that. Alright, here's a combat results table, reconstitution table, airdrop table, and infiltration movement table. Then on the back it has a unit legend and explains the different unit types. Let's take a look at the map here. So it's a map of the city. I'm going to assume the points with red stars are what the Russians want to control. and it has a point track on the side, and you keep track of whether it's AM, PM, or night, and then there's a map legend. Well, it looks like a pretty simple game, and I've never played a game covering the Soviet invasion of Hungary, so I'm going to try this when I get a chance, and I will write a review of it. Thanks for watching, and please click like on the video if you like it, and please subscribe to this channel. Have a good evening.